As you say, we do have a sharp edge here. Hey, we've got a chain shirt here today. This is my chain shirt. It's silver soldered, which isn't quite as strong as riveted, but it'll hold up just as well. This is 16 gauge, and each one's been joined in the front. Good, nice square section this big. We're going to do the same test on the show and make sure that it was correct and that they did it right. There's the thrust. Damn. Nah. Okay, every test you have to actually test what you were thrusting before. Here we go. Nothing on it, no chain.
Hello, this is Eldgrimir. What we're looking at here is the chain that we cut and stabbed against. This chain, as you can see, has been scored in a number of places but not actually cut through. When it was stabbed, it bunched up, causing blunt force trauma. Okay? The most damage this would have done would have been cracked ribs or a fractured sternum, but it wouldn't have been enough to kill somebody. Later, we cut and stabbed the same target without the chainmail to show contrast between the blunt force of the chain protection versus having no protection. And you can see that there is a definite difference between the two.
Yeah, they bled out. They're definitely. Okay, we're going to show a disarm technique here. And basically the shield could be twisted back and forth. In reality, it could be flipped over if it needed to be or whatever. You know, if you lost one side or the other. But what we're going to show, this one's already pretty torn up. We're going to show the actual disarm technique. You ready? Oh, sorry. I hit his leg that's already injured. Sorry, guys. But as you see, I have a samurai blade in my shield. And it didn't go clean through. And as you see, that's what would happen with a two-handed blade if it got stuck in the shield. We've got a piece of armor here that we've designed. It's about the average gauge of Japanese Lamellar. It's laced, probably not as high quality as they would have, but it's laced together quite nice. This should give us an idea what will happen if you try to hack through it with a longsword. Let's see what happens. And as you can see, it bent a lot of the scales, but it did not hack through. We're going to try thrust in a second. Now we're going to go ahead and try the thrust testing. It seemed to handle really good against the hacking. Let's see what it does with the thrust. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't stake my life on that. It looks like it lets the blade go straight through. And as you can see, it went straight through the metal scales here. And if you look over here, we've got where the sword went directly into the rolled cardboard, which is hard to cut with the tatami. You also look, we have some nasty blunt force trauma from the sword going through it as well. Like I said, it's not plate, it's lamellar. They're lamellae, they're scales. That's all it is, just like other cultures had. The Vikings had it as well. It's found at beard cap. But we will do a test real quick on the cardboard just to see how it will go. But like I said, it's harder to cut than a tatami mat. Sorry, just had to look at that one more time. That's the problem with little platelets like that laced together. Even if they're nice gauge, if they get too heavy gauge double lapped, they're way too heavy. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and do what I promised and cut the same target like we did with the katana. Let's see what this does. Pretty nice. Like I said, it's a lot harder to cut through roll cardboard. Hey, I'm here again. I've got a wood chopping axe, which if you're watching the show, that was a replica of an old wood chopping axe. Not a great axe or war axe that a Viking would have used. Would have had a lot longer haft. It would have came up to about here. The head would have been broader, a lot lighter weight. Of course, this is double bitted, but it will do the same thing for what we're showing here. We've got a 20 gauge or a little less gauge tempered stainless steel bowl. No, it's not a real helmet. We're not saying it is. But what we're saying is on that gel torso, and as high up as they had it, way taller than the samurai or even the Viking himself, with the give, anything would survive if the guy took aim here. And we're going to show that in the demo right now. Notice the same aim in the show. And this is a thin bowl. That's all he hit in the show. All he did is knock the head back. Nothing really. Nothing could have went through anything that way if it was a harder helmet. And right here I've got a one-handed axe. This is not a wood chopping axe. It's lighter. This is what somebody would fall with when they cut it. So of course the sword will defeat this. It's metal. I really don't want to mess my engine with that bad. And what we're going to do is show the proper angle. It would not be here. As you see, it dented it. That was it. This is thinner than actual. It would be at the angle like this. And as you see, that's what would have happened probably to any helmet if you used the actual point where it could stick in and use the proper angle to defeat it. Now, hey, how's it going, guys? We had that cannibal test before and everybody complained about it, the Tutsubo, that we didn't have a heavy enough stick, it wasn't enough weight, wasn't shaped right, not dense enough. Well, we got this here, and this actually weighs about 25, 30 pounds. And as we see here, we've got bricks set up, and I'm not going to swing this at all. I'm just going to take the weight of this and see what it does when I drop it. I don't know, but I think that's pretty damn heavy. I don't think I won't be able to hit anybody with it, but we'll see what it does to the shield. Cannibal test 3. Notice how the shield is actually held out in front of him and not strapped to his arm. That's because if arrows were to fly or spears or anything and it hit where his arm would be destroyed. And as you see, something that gets thrown into it goes through it. If that was strapped to your arm, then you would be injured. Alright, I know y'all are saying the chain's heavy, the shirt weighs about 30 pounds, the arms are heavy, everything I wear is heavy, and you can't move well in it. Well, I just want to shoot a little video to show some of the mobility of it. Hey, I thought about this over and over again. You don't need a shield against that thing, it's too slow. This is my sax here. I think that's all it would take. That's all I can say. That thing is slow. I'm going to demonstrate the wrap shot. A lot of people were saying that basically it has no power and was never used in history. I'd like to show the back of the edge here. And we're going to use a wrap shot. We're going to go through this tree branch, through the bottle first. If it takes another shot or two, I'll throw it. We'll see what happens.